Huaibei Hezhong Machinery Equipment Company Limited. It is a belt conveyor transfer point. Packaged systems. Deviation. Problems such as sprinkling materials and dust are comprehensively treated, and the research and development of its spare parts, products, produce, sales as one of the national high-tech enterprises. Our company independently develops, designs, manufactures patented products with non-powered fully sealed guide troughs. It consists of the main body of the guide trough, the tail sealing box, the centering buffer device, and the built-in buffer bed. It is composed of microdynamic dust collector, spoiler expander, non-powered dust collector, etc. The material at the transfer point is discharged through the blanking pipe. A large amount of dust is scattered along the conveyor belt with the internal wind flow. It can be used for turbulence, pressure reduction, filtration, dust removal, etc. Through the non-powered fully sealed guide trough. After the dust-containing airflow passes through the auxiliary devices, the purpose of material removal and dust reduction is achieved. Variable groove angle idler set installed at the tail of the guide chute. It can better make the guide chute and the conveyor belt have a seamless transition at the tail. Infinitely adjustable from 25 du4 to 35 du4 is realized. The tail sealing box adopts a multi-stage damping plate. The dust that flows back to the tail of the blanking pipe is sealed in multiple stages. The access door provided on it is convenient to clean up the residual materials in the roadway. In order to unload the falling material to the center of the conveyor belt, to prevent mistracking caused by direct impact on the conveyor belt, the lower mouth of the blanking pipe is equipped with a centering buffer device. By adjusting the forming angle of the deflectors on both sides, the material is bundled and discharged. In order to buffer the material and avoid the direct impact of the material on the conveyor belt, a built-in buffer bed is installed under the blanking point. The surface contact with the conveyor belt can effectively prevent air leakage and powder running caused by poor contact. Shaped damping curtain arranged on the cover plate of the main body. By extending the walking path of the airflow, the dust is absorbed by multi-stage filtration. Dust absorbed on the surface of the curtain can be settled. The unpowered dust collector cuts off the swirling airflow by means of a damping curtain and directs it to the internal dust filter unit. The dusty airflow is decelerated, depressurized, and dusted. The supporting pulse wrapping device vibrates the floating dust adhered to the dust filter unit. Achieve the purpose of self-circulation cleaning. The microdynamic dust collector adopts the principle of fan extraction filtration. The dust in the cavity is pumped to the dust filter unit for filtration to achieve the purpose of pressure relief and dust reduction. The supporting pulse wrapping device can vibrate the floating dust adhered to the dust filter unit through the airbag. Achieve the effect of self-circulating cleaning. Adjustable damping curtain installed inside the chamber. The height can be appropriately adjusted according to the accumulation height of the transported coal to avoid secondary dust caused by contact, so as to achieve the purpose of material walking, wind resistance, and dust reduction. The guide chute is designed with a special roller frame. The polymer wear-resistant slide plate effectively seals the side of the conveyor belt to prevent air leakage and powder escape. The half idlers on both sides reduce the resistance between the conveyor belt and the wear-resistant slide plate. The TY composite anti-spill skirt has the comprehensive performance of T-shaped wide contact and Y-shaped multiple seals. The effect of triple sealing is achieved, and the gap between the guide trough and the conveyor belt is perfectly solved. The existence of liquor coal, air leakage, powder, and other phenomena. The observable transparent glass plate installed on the outside can be used to seal the dust for the second time to prevent air leakage and powder escape. The curved blanking pipe adopts a polygonal multi-layer wear-resistant structure. Use EDEM software to simulate the material run design. According to the gas-solid two-phase flow of the blanking pipe, the dust overflow is greatly reduced. At the same time, keep the belt speed of the material at the outlet of the blanking pipe consistent with the running speed of the belt. Avoid dust, deviation, impact, and other phenomena. The feed spoon is installed at the lower mouth of the blanking pipe. It is used for the bunching and guiding of falling materials to reduce the impact of materials. Avoid scattering and belt misalignment.